right, so thank you all for your patience. Without further ado, good evening and welcome to those who amuse the fates. It has been an interesting month so far, so I'm glad we can finally sit down and get back into our story here in the Unterland. Try and collect my mental thoughts. Where we last left off, the party assisted the now air quotes elder of the village, basically the poor last guy standing, to take the job, to sort of ease the transition and help them make plans for what best to do with the grains and what materials you all were able to salvage out of the now felled granary. Also damaging the poor guy's house. I can confirm, did not trade the children. They lowballed the offer. But you guys currently are loading up the cart and leaving, heading northward, following a tug within your stomachs. Who shall be driving the cart?
Probably me. That seems to be my job.
Okay.
Yes, I think my job is to sit in the back of the cart and watch over everyone's stuff.
You are every now and then pestered by little Sada. She doodles on a little piece of paper she was given.
What is she riding with?
A not great piece of charcoal.
Okay. I'm fine with this.
So. What sort of pace would you like to set? Do you want
Probably
to try
like
and
a normal pace.
follow the road, or
normal pace along the road?
Normal pace along the road, not beelining straight towards the pool, the tug.
No, because the last couple times we followed this tug, we've gotten the crap beaten out of us.
What?
So we're in.
So you'd be sort of between where it's set the U in Unterland and the D in Roland, right there by the forest edge, working your way northward to get onto the main road. And thus making way, something like that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like you'd be right where the open plains and the woods meet, between those two.
Okay.
So making your way northward, and getting onto the main road, heading towards Olstenburg.
Okay, yeah. And do we feel the tug is sort of in this northeastern direction, or is it more like straight north?
It would be not a hard straight north. But having discussed your loosely talking over your directions, you were informed of the river, and you being local are familiar that there is a river that cuts through, where you feel like you may have to go. So, I mean, unless a certain someone wants to go over running water.
That's a good idea. Let's do that.
I mean, yeah, traveling by a river gives us fresh water to drink, right?
I don't see an issue with that. Do you, Abrash?
29. That would be totally fine with me.
Deception check?
I don't know how well we know the surrounding area, because like looking at the map, it looks like there's a road that runs east of the woods. In theory, is better than going upriver, unless it's downriver. I guess it should be
Damn
coming
it.
out of the mountains. That should be upriver.
Deception
Oh, wait,
check.
wait, I want disadvantage. 17.
Okay.
No, I rolled disadvantage.
Oh
Damn
my
it.
god, how?
Why? Every time!
I mean, I was tempted to roll it just because it's about undead, but I don't need to.
I just give him a smile. I just give Avrash that. Sure, buddy.
Noted. So there's no road between like the flatland and the woodland heading northward.
I was looking between the two cities, Landhaus and Ostenburg.
Also, so west of the forest. Okay. You're currently you're currently westbound on the road there, just over Unterland on the map.
Westbound. We're heading towards
Excuse
the
me.
woods.
Eastbound. I'm
Okay.
The same thing. Like maybe it's just south of up.
Well, maybe we make our way to Alstenburg and then follow the road north. It seemed to be the general direction.
I mean, in theory, it's going to be a lot easier to get the cart moving through than a road. Going through all these woods has not been fun.
Yeah. The poor horses would probably thank us as well.
the one horse looks back at you like, uh-huh.
Irash just licks his lips, of course.
So it's up to y'all if you want to try and cut off the road, head towards the river that you've been informed of, or if you want to try and ride towards Olstenburg. Or go
How
completely
are
off the
our
roads.
provisions looking?
Good question.
You would need to tell me what you have packed still. You would have burned through at this point 6 days worth of rations.
I think most of us should have like 4 left.
Yeah, because you burned a week. You would have been able to restock with a little, but you burned a week going from first village to get to Falst to deal with that, and that was like a 3-day situation off the top of my head. So you would have been down to 1 ration. You probably would have provided with 4 rations each, 4 days worth of food for your troubles and what they could spare.
Well, if we are intending to head north, we could restock our supplies at Olstenburg before heading north toward Landhaus.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Good.
Yeah, if memory serves right, if we end up having to head back west, we'll be going away from the mountains. We may be able to catch the river and go downstream, which would be a lot easier than just hoofing it upstream.
Yeah.
DM, because I'm a local, can I, what do I know about Olstenburg?
Considering there's not anything in the actual PDF about it, being that it's a centralized trade hub, you are able to find most general good. It's much more much more sizable.
What's the population looking like?
That would be, you'd gauge less anywhere between 3 to 6,000.
Okay, good.
So it's much more sizable than any of the like scattered villages that were 30, 40 to 100. It's a proper city.
Okay, noted. These assumptions are incorrect and
What's the
false.
population taste like?
So, do you really
What
want
are
to try?
their diets like? I need to pick out a proper, if you eat too much red meat, you get a little gaminess in the blood. Like, I would need something. Are they grass fed?
They're not vegetarian. No.
No.
Yeah, as long as we're not spending a lot of time in the town, I much prefer to keep moving. Small towns, keep on the outskirts, especially with some of us. But I'm gonna have my fill of towns for a good while.
This is not a town, Aries. This is a city. Or at least
Sounds worse.
as close to the one you get this part of the world. Does not a night in a warm bed with an inn with a fire, does it not appeal?
No, not that much. No, not really. I prefer fire out in the woods, out in the plains,
Ugh.
open air.
No, I think we should at least spend the night in Ostenburg.
Yeah, I'm
Give
trying
us
to
a
stop
chance
overnight.
to restock a little bit at least.
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Do we have a general sense of how long it would take to get from Ostenburg to Landhaus?
I mean, have you made the trip before?
Maybe not that direct trip, but sort of wandering in the area of the Barak Empire.
Okay, Vile. As we sad face, note that there is no actual scale that I see on the map. That would have been really, really useful. Yes, it's 15 feet away. You get there,
you beat me to it.
get there in half a turn. You're pretty confident that just your trip right now is probably going to take the better part of the day and maybe a little into the next. That's without like pushing the one mount you have pulling the cart. That is nearing its max capacity. And then you're looking at best you'd gauge 2.5, 3 days more if you pace yourselves.
Okay. So we'll definitely want to stock up.
Well, we can forage too. I'm sure we could find enough food.
We could just buy some rations already. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but that's heavily preserved stuff. It's meant to last a long time and get you by. And that's about it. It's not flavorful, tasty, healthy food.
Wait, if you wish to scrounge us up some berries, I will not say no.
Just takes a bit of time. And just to be clear, I'm not, because game wise, mechanics wise, it will take extra long for us to get where we're going. unless we decide, yes, we need more food. I could probably just, check near camps as we camp overnight.
It could also be a good going to Ulstenberg would also be a good place to maybe look for rumors to see if anything's going on.
Yeah.
Something that would explain our feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could check in with an inn or two, perhaps.
Perhaps there are some of the holy orders that can assist your condition, Amarash.
Well, yeah, perhaps, yes, maybe. I mean, it's Writing City. It's not a big capital. I would not bother. I mean, we're not going to be staying long, yeah?
Yeah, like a night.
Yeah.
You prefer the way you are?
No, of course not. No, of course not. It is a curse. But I do not. We know what happens if we delay and obfuscate from this calling. I do not want us to suffer because we're spending time wandering the streets of Ostenburg looking for holy men.
It's okay just to sit down by a fire. Just chill out. Saying there's time.
As the conversation carries and continues for some time, the terrain shifts, plains, hills, and back again. You have the faint smell of the running river to the north of you as you reach the later half of the evening. And there, standing midst the road, a figure, the sight of which strings a pain to each of your left hand. An additional shape appears.
Shape as in humanoid shape?
Shape as in
Geometric. On our palms.
the back of your hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
A downwards facing triangle. Thus a...
So we got the full pentagram.
Yeah,
now.
I will say now you got a full pentagram. I need a animal handling dexterity from you, Aldrix. As the pain surges up your arm as the symbol appears, and you
That's
are quick,
a big 11.
quickly enough to pull the reins before you run over this individual standing amidst the road. As the horse complains as best it can against your pull, you pull to a slow and then to a stop. The back of the carriage stopping just at the feet of the individual. Antares, you see a small child poke her head over, give you the warmest of smiles you've seen in quite some time here in these otherwise cruel lands. By all means, please physically describe what the party sees.
All right. This creature stands just shy of 6 feet, though they bear a slight hunch of the shoulders. They pull their hood back to greet this young child. They are greeted by a seemingly elvish individual with mottled grayish-purple skin. It's almost translucent. They have bruised red lips, piercing eyes that are a constant struggle of intense yellow, blue, and green. They wear the clothes of a traveler, tattered and worn. A long greenish cloak over loose frayed clothing and scale mail armor, leather boots and gauntlets. Strapped to one arm is a shield, and around their neck hangs a glimmering pearlescent crystal, within which an almost fungus-like black substance clinging to the sides in many random directions. A smirk curls their lips. Hello, child. I'm guessing. Are you a child?
I think so.
Fantastic. Can you tell me where I am?
You're on the road.
Indeed, I am. I walk this road. For now, as we all do.
What's your name, stranger?
Ah, there are more of you.
I'm literally holding the reins of the cart.
Yeah, I guess to be clear, it's like there's what? One person in the back of the cart. There's 2 kids somewhere around in the cart?
There would be 4 of you in the back of the cart. No, 5. The full 5 of you, unless some of you are trying to walk beside the cart.
Abrash would probably, at least part of the time, be walking.
Okay, so Abrash is walking. Ari, were you walking at this point?
Yeah, I guess that's my thought. If the horse is getting overburdened, to try and walk when I can.
So it would be the 3. It'd be Adaman and the 2 children in the cart. And then you 2 on either side of it, with Ulrich's up in the buckboard.
I guess to answer your question, I would ask one of my own. Are you familiar with Antirius the Wise?
History check?
You've never heard this name before.
No.
Well, it is this scholar for whom I can call upon my namesake. Antirius Horrendous.
Wait, so you are the horrendous one?
I am horrendous. Is your steed okay?
It's a lie.
Define okay.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you're on this road, but yet you don't know where you are, and you've been traveling the road.
I know where I am. I don't know where I am currently. I walk the roads before me, unquestioning, marching ever forward. There is no need to question why I go, where I go. I just go.
And you're headed that way, huh? He's like pointing over back his shoulder. Because I assume that we were meeting face to face, or facing each other.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
So you're headed that way then? And he's pointing over his shoulder. Since you're saying you're walking ever forward, and we're facing each other.
Which would be counter to where you were traveling, Antares, filling the pool northward.
For the time, I am traveling northward. And it would seem that you are maybe, potentially, doing the same.
Do I have like a pull towards this guy at all?
Towards him, no. But, Antares, are you attempting to hide the back of your hand at all?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. it is not a difficult perception to see an all too familiar marking on the back of his hand.
I assume a passive 16 would get it.
Yes.
Okay. Just a second. Hey guys, quick team meeting.
Sarah slides in for the team meeting. Lilith does not partake. She's busy staring the stranger down. For you, Antiris, there is your standard angsty teenager with a logger's axe, like sitting on the back of the cart, just staring at you, just ready.
Tyrius does not break eye contact with him whatsoever.
So, guys, this new guy has the same mark as we do.
Looks towards him, looks back. Hey, that wasn't there before.
Abarash will look down at the back of his own hand and sort of raise an eye at Ari. And, it seems you are correct.
And seeing what happened the last time we had issues between us, we might as well just let him come with us.
You want to let another three? We only have one madman. You want another?
Who's a madman?
What? Shh, quiet.
Three are we're okay with 3 madmen now, Brush. Pat it to the shoulder. As I smile at Ari.
Are you a madman? She looks at you, Abrush. You don't
I
seem
am
mad.
not a mad. Abrash is gonna smile. I am not a madman. One?
Annoyed, maybe. You should get some more rest.
I will try.
Maybe don't eat so many people.
They,
She has like the most innocent look on her face when she says it. She didn't say don't eat people at all. Just don't eat so many people.
He just like freezes his big eye, like thinking internal. How many people has she seen him eat?
There's no village back where he had one last little nibble.
I guess, yeah, we're grouping up since, I mean, we don't have a good reason for us to be together either. We're just being pulled the same direction, and we still don't know why. I mean, it's great to have a purpose at this point in my life, but I would like a little bit more knowledge about what my purpose is.
Maybe stopping whatever all of this is that we're trying to stop.
I thought you were together because you're friends.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Is that true? Yeah.
Deception check? At advantage, whoever's going to roll it, as all of you apparently are telling the same lie.
I believe in you this time, Hotrush.
I mean, it's semi-true. Some of us are kind of friends. Some of us are party members. Well, we're not friends. Ish.
You have advantage.
Oh, I thought I was rolling right after that. I thought I got beat by 1 again.
If they got beat by 1, I think Rash would just rage quit.
Oh, that's nice. And she plops down next to Adaman. Are we going to make another friend?
Yeah. And Tyrius, did you say your name was?
And Tyrius?
Lilith is still staring him down with the axe, like, I'm ready. Just say the word. Just cleave him in 2.
Do you know why you are Can you describe more why you're headed north?
Because I have been baited.
By who?
No one has ever asked me that before. He just smiles.
But
do you
do
know,
you
Mark?
know?
Objection. Asked and answered.
No. The question, an answer of no one has ever asked that before is not an answer.
No. I could say, but I shan't for the moment. I don't want to put the children and the excitable in a more unpleasant disposition.
Oh, they can handle a lot. You would be surprised.
That one seems as though they can handle an axe. How cute.
It's cute until you're in front of it.
I am in front of it.
At a distance. What do you know of the mark on your hand?
Terrifyingly little.
Say, for your travels up to this point, you had been following a tug, but unfortunately being on foot, we're not able to cover the near enough distance to gather with them for the previous portion of the situation. And it was not until they were within hundreds of feet of you before the rest of the mark appeared, thus causing you to turn around and meet them.
You see an eyebrow quirk. Almost, this skin almost kind of gelatinous in a way. Are you the pulling sensation in my gut? Are you the one who bade me travel north?
When you're saying that, is he talking more down towards his hand or towards us? Or somewhere else?
You get the feeling that Antirius is asking, are you the reason for this pull in my gut? Are you the reason why I should be traveling north? And they will hold up their hand.
Abarash will sort of raise his own hand in mirror, showing the same marking. I do not think we are the reason, but we are drawn by the same force.
Not a cause, but a symptom.
Yes.
We're all under the same effect, not that we're symptoms.
A symptom. They just nod. Would you allow me conveyance with you to the north? Or should I trudge on my way?
I think if we split now, we will merely find ourselves soonly joined again.
Yes.
But our cart does not have the spare weight, so you'd have to join us on foot. You take a step forward and saying in a softer voice, so it won't carry as far, that, if at some point you wish ill harm to any of our party, especially the younger kind, you will find a new raft to deal with.
You'll fit right in.
Adamant finally speaks up.
I share no ill will toward anyone at present. No malicious intentions. I just follow as I am guided. But duly noted.
Someone that travels on the wind can be hard to trust and rely on.
I ask for not trust or reliance. I just still wish to be close. A compulsion to be close. I will be not detriment, for I have many gifts been granted. Insight of the ages beyond this realm. Wisdom to pursue that those may not know what lies beyond. And they just stare off in the distance, like 1,000-yard stare.
Yet not the wisdom to know what's going on with your hand or where you're going or why.
I look beyond the physical.
Yeah.
Abrash is just like
It
raising
is.
his eyebrow at Aldrich and just mouthing the word madman.
I mouth back. You have a new friend.
He's all yours.
While traveling with others, you will come to learn that merely traveling together is asking trust and reliance, as will be set upon.
Whatever lies in store.
Right. If everybody is in agreement, shall we get going once again?
Antirius just starts walking.
Answers my question.
Onward.
The horse clearly complains, having finally gotten to stop and eat.
I'll talk to the horse later tonight.
What should I call the rest of you? Do you have names? Do you have title? Status?
You may call me Aldrich.
I am Eboresh.
I go by Ari among those here.
Scorgan, what is it Adaman? Adaman?
Oh, yeah, they call me the Ragman.
Ragman. What are you trying to perceive?
I'm trying to perceive your strange light that I was told about.
Ooh, okay.
But I don't think I saw anything.
Nothing seemed amiss to you.
Yeah.
Fireflies.
But the little one comes up again, which her presence alone seems to soften the older girl, the tension in her arms. I'm Sarah, and this is my big sister Lilith. She's really, really tough.
Really? Are you made of stone? Is your flesh lithified like the mountains?
She just slinks back into the cart.
Don't worry. I'll wait.
Hmm. We probably should get going. It looks like it's getting dark.
We are going.
Yes.
Yes, onward to Alstenburg.
By a full night, you make it to Olsenburg. There you are greeted with a decent wood wall surrounding the majority of the city proper, but several buildings, residences, and the like have grown outwards to fill the needs of the populace. You are but one cart among many, though still stand out in the uh, variety of garb you all wear, that you draw a fair bit of attention. Do you intend to try and get into the city proper at this hour?
Would I know if the city has like a curfew or whatever?
History check.
Oops.
Not an oops check, a history check.
There we go.
There's not so much a hard curfew, being that deliveries need to come in, business is pretty much always up and running. But there is the situation where there's a heightened alert amongst the guards, or at least they're supposed to be. And any carts going into the city proper are quite thoroughly inspected.
I don't think we have any contraband or anything like that.
What's considered contraband?
So he's the one you have to ask. Or is indifferent if we go in or not.
I think it would be good to find room and board this evening.
Are you having that conversation as you are working your way to, or have you pulled off the side of the road?
I'd say we'll pull off the side of the road for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Pull off to the side of the road. Look even creepier than what we already are.
Ulrix and Abrush, as the two of you mentioned, room board. A young lad, you put him 11, 12 years old, comes up. I know a place that puts people up for the night. 2 coppers and I'll show you the way.
Do you now? How much was your price?
2 coppers. I'll show you the way.
Inside checking the hell out of this kid.
He's a right upstanding young man. You can tell every single lie of Avarish. Can't read this kid for shit.
Abrash?
I'm curious, not if they are being deceitful, but if they seem to know what they're talking about.
Okay.
Say, would you like an insight check for that?
Yep.
Alrighty. Ooh, another 10.
They are confident in their approach. And you can see their eyes are already darting to the next caravan moving in.
Right.
Well, surely such fine citizens as yourselves can spare 2 copper for a starving lad for room and board.
Would they have room for our wagon and fine steed?
Ponders a moment. It's not the most secure of places, I'll give you that for free. But they do have a stables.
That sounds good to me.
Anybody
Sometimes
else
even the
have any
soldiers stay
issues?
there.
What was that?
I said sometimes even soldiers get to stay there.
No, I don't have issues. I'm indifferent.
Okay, I'll pay the kid 2 copper.
Okay. He reaches up to take the reins of your horse and gives it a friendly pat. And he will lead you through the outskirts of Olstenburg to a not great looking facility. No like feather down beds to be expected. But you are brought to the Drowned Tap.
Okay, so this is an actual inn slash tavern deal.
It is a inn next to a tavern.
Gotcha.
The inn itself is fairly busy at the moment. Many of the locals coming in from a hard day's labor. The tavern being fortunately separated. It's a little quieter, though still a little raucous, down in the common room.
Well, shall we see about getting us some beds and such for the evening?
That seems like it would be an appropriate thing to do.
I believe in you, Captain Charisma. Pat Albrecht on the shoulder.
The kid
How
pockets
many
his money. And if you're looking for somewhere to eat in the morning, you may want to talk to Minskool. Fourth door, just over there.
And what is your name? In case we should tell him who referred us to him.
He runs off.
Abrash watched him go for a second.
Did you run off after hearing the question? Or
like mid, and just what is your name? He's gone.
Okay.
Probably wanted to go get more people.
Yeah, like the whole time he was like tapping his foot, like, okay, here's my last little thing, I gotta go.
That's what I was trying to determine. Yeah, is he avoiding the question or is he just trying to get people here? Okay.
How many rooms are we needing?
The girls and I take one.
And then 2 for the rest of us, or do we want to try to squeeze into 1?
There is you, me, Albrecht. No, what's his name?
Ragman.
You are Albrecht.
I am Albrecht. Who are you? You're Aldrich?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You, me, the Ragman, and the new Madman. That is 4.
Yes.
I think 3 rooms in total, 2 each.
That's
Ari and
beautiful.
2 rooms each. That sounds right.
No, Madman. Not 2 rooms each. Two a room.
Half a room each.
Yeah.
Yes. See what you can do.
Okay.
You have never let us down before in this regard.
Okay. Abrash is gonna turn his back from the party and approach the door. And as he does so, he is going to turn his sort of scarred visage into that of a younger, sort of refined looking gentleman, with like shoulder length blonde hair, sort of an innocent look, just a pure sort of naive, maybe a little naive looking. But no indication that they would be a threat.
There's a drunk sitting on the side in the little alleyway between the tavern proper and the inn. Kind of watches this, like, tilts his head, just takes one long swig. Like, nope, not sure what the fuck I just saw.
Abrash takes notes of the drunk.
Inside, you are greeted with a lively crowd. There's what sounds like a wood flute being played in a jaunty tune. Many who are carousing. This being those without drink here in the tavern. And as you were informed, most appear to be soldiers. Here of the Brock army. Sitting behind a ledger book, a older man, thick of arm and neck, propped up on a stool, watches as you approach. I've got 2 rooms left.
2 rooms. Hello. Uh, 2 rooms and room in your stables? We have horses in the cart. Well, a horse and the cart.
I have got room in the stables, but I've got only the 2 rooms. If you're looking for the horse to be worked down and the cart to be checked, you're looking at. You need both rooms.
Well, ideally we would take 3 rooms, but it sounds like you do not have 3.
No, I have 2. 2. It's a pretty straightforward number. 2. I have 2 rooms. You can't have 3 if I only have 2.
Abrash eyes the number of soldiers in the common room before turning back to the proprietor.
Yes, they're the reason I have only 2 rooms. You want to fight them about it, by all means. Maybe it'll quiet them down.
Well,
Don't give him an option.
I mean, you still have to pay.
Yeah. Well, we will. I understand. We will be taking the 2 rooms.
Okay. 2 rooms, boarding for your 1 horse and cart. It's 4 silver.
Abrash makes a note to get the money from everyone else when he's back, but he will offer up the 4 silver.
Aye. Mine darling there is older woman, hair rolled back into a bun. You get a bowl of soup, bread, a mug of ale, just the one. Comes with you. Your rooms will be one of up the stairs, 3rd door on the left, and the other one will be the 5th door on the right.
Okay, and in the morning, does our silver include some kind of breakfast?
No, that gets you dinner. You get the rooms for the night, not rooms for the day.
No, I understand, but if we are hungry in the morning, could we buy food from you?
No, I'll be in bed, so I won't be selling you anything. But
I was under the idea this was a bed and breakfast, but I was clearly misled by that urchin.
the fuck's a bed and breakfast?
I don't know. The crazy kid. Alright, I will tell my companions. Thank you. Abrash is gonna head back outside.
You are followed by a teenage boy that the man gestures to, clearly moving to take care of your horse and cart.
This is boy, Abrash says, and just claps the kid on the shoulder as he walks by. He'll be looking after the horse and cart. We have rooms. There are only 2. Unfortunately, we're going to have to get a little cramped. You each owe me 1 silver.
I'll pull one out and flick it to you.
My passive insight is 16.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Stop it.
I didn't do anything.
Oh. Oh, and now you get it twice because now there's another wisdom character? Do you
I
call
will-
him out on this?
I will give him 8 copper.
This is not quite what I asked for, Aldrix.
I also know that's not quite the truth, Abarash.
Oh, he also would have changed his face back.
Allow
So
me
you-
to remedy this, and you will get 2 copper coins. There, 1 silver coin.
You're gonna get your stuff out the cart? And,
Yes, let's get our
Is it
stuff.
not what you are being paid for?
No,
Abarash
and to
goes,
take care of the cart and the horse. And by the way, my name's not Boy, it's Todd.
Alright, Todd. Your parents clearly didn't love you. Your name doesn't start with A.
He's cranky. He's been traveling most of the day.
Also, I want to point out, the boy saw one face, and you dropped that face. So the boy is giving you a hard look.
Oh.
Let's just get our stuff, get inside, go from there.
Take good care of
Yeah.
the horse. Be careful, Todd. The horse bites.
Sarah hops out, gives Todd a hug before going to hug the horse and going inside with a little skip. Todd's looking at you like, what the fuck just happened?
She does that. Also, the horse doesn't bite. It does kick, but it doesn't bite.
The horse looks at you like you want to test that theory.
That's up for Todd to. That's Todd's problem.
But, oh, and if you're wanting any of the fresh bread, you better hurry. She's gonna go to the stealth stuff here soon.
Right, let's go get food.
Leads the horse into the stable. Still trying to figure out what the fuck just happened with the little girl.
Abarash will communicate to the party where our rooms are.
Third door on the left, fifth door on the right.
Yes.
Okay. I can take up the girls' stuff into a room, and if they want to, we can find a table. Get some food coming our way.
Abarash just looks at the 3 others. I guess we are going to be roommates.
Yep, we're gonna be best friends, Abarash.
Don't know why you're.
Inside the
Don't know
room, you're
why.
greeted by 2 cots.
Oh. This is what I was afraid of.
I call one.
Oh, we cannot do calls. We are not children. I call the other.
Adam beats them back and decides to sleep on the floor.
Where would you like me to rest for the evening?
Looks like you got a choice of floor or
I-
Abarash's cot, either or.
No, I do not sleep in my cot. But
Jeez.
I am intending to head into the city after we eat, so if you want to take a nap while I'm away, that would be an option.
Okay.
No cryptic nonsense, just okay.
I don't say any nonsense. Everything I say comes with its own bit of insight.
Cryptic nonsense, that's what I was saying. Come on, Ari, or whatever your name is, Eldrix. Let's get some soup and bread.
I think they said there was a mug of ailment available for us?
I do not believe that is a word, but yes, there was ale.
Yes, like ailing. A mug of ailment.
Ah, you are a learned man, I see.
In more ways than you could imagine.
He did say he's gained new wisdom.
Those who go to partake of the fine fares provided by the tavern keep's wife, it's lukewarm broth soup, some made earlier today bread. That's still all right. It's not the hard stuff from yesterday. And some fairly watered down ale.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, Abrash will scarf it down.
And Terrius looks down at the bread. I almost prefer the hard stuff.
Oh, I can go get you some.
Oh no, that's okay. You are a gracious host.
As we're sitting down eating, Ari will check if the girls want anything else, offer some of his rations, or he could probably, catch the cook, get something, if that's enough for him.
She, as best you can tell, she's probably the cook. But if you inquire, she's I'd be more than happy to try and cook something up for you. It'll cost more than what's covered for your room.
So I'm asking into our Sarah and Lilith.
If they want some more.
Yeah, just making sure they're good with a meal. Trying to make sure that they're all good for the night.
Give me an insight check as Lilith doesn't answer. She just does the teenage sulk. And Sarah swears up and down that she's just fine. She's perfectly fine. Her belly's rumbling.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get us something with meat.
I've got some sausages I can warm up. She kind of looks over her shoulder and sees the two children with you. Um, 3 copper, and can get you a full plate of meat and cheese.
That'd be great. Thank you.
They all look such sweethearts. Does she have to have the axe with her?
I mean, it's just a wood axe.
Yeah,
Doesn't intend to use it.
On my table.
Oh. Yeah, we can put that down by the chair.
Thank you. She begins to cook up the sausages, and it'll be a few minutes. But, I'll bring it over when it's ready.
So after finishing his portion of the meal, Abrash will sort of look around. Well, unless there is any sort of group discussion that needs to be had, I intend to see the sights of the city a little bit this evening. But I will be back for too long.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Does anyone have anything they want to tie Mr. Abarosh up with to prevent him from going into the city?
No.
No, I think he's fine walking around the city by himself.
As Antarius would know, itself is good company. Sometimes it's the only company, but not always. Even when you're alone.
Yeah, I wish I was alone.
The old man takes a mild slight to that.
Old man.
The one in your head, and then
It's not
some.
that. I mean,
Or was that
knows?
was that him saying it?
Possibly.
I was say I could see it.
So how long do we have the rooms for?
Tonight.
So what I mean is we have to leave come morning?
That is correct. Think we should plan on sleeping, getting up, retrieving the horse and cart, doing any business we have in the city, and then proceeding north along the road.
Yep.
Yes.
What is it in the north that you seek? Is it purpose? Divine purpose, maybe?
I think this whatever has perhaps cursed us with this mark.
It's the lady with the fire for hair.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yes.
Wait, what?
That's right. The fire hair woman.
Yeah, that.
Squints Adam.
The man, you know what she is talking about?
I mean, I think we were headed north to take the children home. Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Since we can't sell them or trade
We
them.
cannot sell the children because Aldrich will not let us.
You don't sell people.
Not for substandard prices, at any rate.
Do you want to be able to leave tonight, Ambrish?
You cannot stop me. I am a grown man.
Think I'll find I might be able to.
That is wrong on 2 accounts.
Did I say something wrong? Why are we fighting?
No.
No one is
We're
fighting, little tot. No one is fighting.
Now, what was this about a fire? You're...
A woman with fire hair? Who is she? What do you know of her?
I saw her in my sleep. She is very pretty.
Does she... What does she wear?
She kind of starts like noticing like, all attention on her. She just like, starts to settle down. Lilith immediately starts to, pump the chest, start reaching like, yo, back off my sister. Starts reaching for the axe. That, for the record, she's yet to be told to take off of the table.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, part of me was like, oh yeah, we could put it down by the chair and like, yeah, facing towards her saying that, but not like saying her name. If she hasn't moved yet, I wouldn't. I don't care that much.
Yeah, like she is very immediately getting into a very defensive posture.
I would like to cast Detect Thoughts and do so without spell components.
Right, and you're focusing on whom?
I'm focusing on, I believe it was Sarah that was talking about the fire-headed woman.
Sarah, yes. Can I get an intelligence saving throw?
Yes.
That's not a good sign.
You tried to scry on a god. Now you die.
16.
Okay. And you are currently hitting surface thoughts. You are getting a jumble of fragments, bits, pieces. You see the back, yourself in several of the thoughts. Your meeting, even bits and pieces of your own journey leading here. And then you come to a void where the depth in which you must attempt to probe beyond. The only related surface thought you catch of this fiery-haired woman is exactly that, this twisted depiction of a woman whose hair is fiery red.
When you say twisted, is it a
Distorted.
like uncanny valley? Oh, distorted. Okay. No. We'll won't press further.
Okay.
Interesting.
Has she said anything to you?
To who? To me?
No, I'm talking to Sarah.
Oh.
It's okay if she hasn't.
It's also okay if she has.
Passive insights of 10 or higher can tell you that Sarah is panicked for probably the first time that you've actually seen her. She dances. I think.
Don't
Does
think
she-
we're gonna get anything more out of her tonight.
She's very pretty.
Does she threaten you, or does she make you feel threatened?
It's just like being with y'all.
Okay. Ari's like trying to deduce like the source of the panic, if it's us asking the questions or the thoughts of this being.
It's she's alright. You've noticed when like a handful of you are paying her attention, but a lot of attention and a very sudden attention was given her way, and she's like just shrinking in on herself.
Okay.
As Avarish gets a voice in his head.
Abrash's eyes just go wide and he turns to look at Antarius.
And Antarius is still looking at Sarah.
And we are aware that the spell is being cast, right? Like it's not
No.
hidden.
He cast it without components.
Or like verbal or somatic.
No components whatsoever.
Okay.
Abrash is just gonna sort of narrow his eyes and look between Antarius and Sarah and back, very a little confused, but very curious.
I don't know. I'm getting like Starship Troopers vibes from this. She's scared. She's afraid.
She's nervous.
Yeah.
Would be a better way to phrase it, though. You can grasp that as probably what's jumbling her thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Like there was a clear, defined picture before suddenly everyone's like, "Wait, what? What?"
Antarius will extend their hand very slowly towards Sarah, palm upturned.
Roll a dexterity save against a fork.
Okay. 19.
You draw your hand back as Loth stabs the table.
Is this not a gesture of kindness where you are from?
I think it's getting late. Maybe we'll finish up
Yes.
meals.
Finish
Rest.
meals, get to bed.
The older one pulls her sister from sort of under her shoulder and just glowers, no words. Mama bear mode activate.
If they start to head towards the stairs, I would just come back to the table. While I agree that the information would be very valuable, I'm not willing to
Yeah, let's not
risk her mental
push.
state on it.
I think next time, perhaps just one of us.
Yeah.
Probably not you, Avrush.
So the girls have like gone up to their room at this point.
They're heading that way, yes.
Abarash is gonna turn to Interius and just say, you, they, you think they know of you from before you met us? This is what I heard you say.
The older one, I am unsure. But the young one that speaks of the fiery-haired woman.
Do you?
Fragments, bits and pieces.
What does this woman mean to you? You know that someone by that description?
I do not at present, but a child with such dreams bears portent. And portent must be heeded. The sister likely knows more than she lets on, which is why she is overly protective.
Maybe.
No, she has a full right to be protective over your younger sister.
Yeah, especially with what they've been through.
Trauma.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
What? No, they're fine. Fine.
The great inhibitor.
Sir, you're the one who told me of the trauma, but
They're fine.
is that why her sister just carries an axe at all times?
I mean, that and someone called it Little Red Riding Hood. I had to stick with it. I was contractually obligated at that point.
See, so at this point, I'm sad we don't have a werewolf.
You sure?
Or do we?
Oh
That's
no.
right. We don't.
Not with that attitude.
Hey, Mutt.
Uh-huh.
Upon entering town, was the moon visible?
It was not.
Was it not visible because it's cloudy, or because it's just not visible where we are currently in the sky?
Double check my. I actually have a moon tracker.
Ooh.
Because
come in handy.
certain things are important.
Of course.
It is a waxing moon. Would be about a quarter. But it is overcast at the moment, as it often is here in the Empire.
I will join you in the sleeping quarters at some point this evening, but tonight I must watch the skies for any sign of anything.
You'll see something. That's okay.
Actually, is there a window in the room?
There's what? There is a window with a rather cramped sill.
Never mind. He will stand vigil at the window in hopes of seeing something.
Your wonderful window of view is the bar.
Oh, so it leads back into the bar.
Like, well, they're separated by an alley.
Oh, okay.
But
so
when one got put up, they didn't really take into consideration the other.
Gotcha. That okay. In that case, Antares will probably stick outside until the place. I don't know if this place closes down, but until that time comes.
Okay. So who is all venturing into the to the city?
I am not tonight.
I was gonna head to bed early. Make sure if the girls didn't eat all the food, I'll partake of what's left and head up. Get to sleep early, try to get up early.
Arash would go into the day.
Okay. You are stopped at the main gates, of course. The night traffic here in the outskirts is pretty light. You have handfuls of like clear and obvious deliveries being made. Much bickering between them and the town guard. Look, man, it's a long way. I get here when I get here. I still need to get the goods to the warehouse. You know, it doesn't matter. We got to search it, head to toe. And it's you're the one who decided to come in at this hour. Just constant back and forth. And as you approach, sounds like by yourself. One townsman just excuse me, sir. Need some kind of identification before you can pass.
Yes, I am. And Abrash would have changed his face again, taking on sort of the look of like a clean cut, sort of early 30s, just a little bit of gray in the hair. Yes, I am. My name is Robert. I am with a shop in town. I am on a delivery. I am getting back to my business.
Okay, let's see your property papers, please.
My property. Abrash is gonna pat his pockets. By the gods, I am so silly. I must have left them at my home.
You left the one thing that lets you through, claiming business, at home? Then go and fetch them.
No, I'm coming back into the city from delivering. So I live in the city, yeah. So I must have forgotten them.
Deception.
Union.
Bruh. Bruh.
Union, why? We'll get back to your campaign, buddy. I promise.
Bruh.
I mean, maybe they get a 1-2.
They certainly didn't. I don't personally appreciate Robert, was it? The deceptions. Be on your way, or off to the brigs with you.
I'm only in town for but an evening. You will not let a simple gentleman with coin in his pocket to come into your city.
I absolutely would have, except that this gentleman with coin said he was a merchant within our fair city.
it is a dangerous world. If a man is not always honest with people he meets, I cannot blame him.
Except that you are expected to present an honest accounting of yourself when you approach a city gate.
These are
A
taken care of.
dishonest individual should not be allowed beyond my walls, correct? That, be safekeeping of my fair folks.
Well,
Regid, we got another one.
I am leaving. I am leaving. There's no need to call RotG or whatever his stupid name is. I am leaving.
This hulking man comes ducking out from under the
I
gatehouse.
will have a good night, Rashid. Abrash hastily.
She's like, nope.
Alright. Abrash is gonna, in that case, sort of curse under his breath for a little bit. Before wandering back down that alley where he saw the drunk earlier, the one who had, spied and swapped faces.
Okay. He is currently relieving himself on the side of the building, singing a happy little ditty.
Is anyone else in the alley?
Currently, no.
Alright. Abrash would like to approach him stealthily.
La, la, la. Oh, dancer fish. He casually there's that slow roll as his head lolls back and he smiles back at you. Hi, friend.
Hello, friend.
Have you seen the maiden fair?
The one with red hair?
Ah, you've seen her. Ah, as nimble.
Abrash is going to attempt to grab this man.
Okay.
And
he will roll his resistance at disadvantage due to his inebriated state. He rolls a natural 8 on both dice.
Is this
would be athletics for you. Sir!
The drunken master wins.
This gentleman just gained 3 levels of monk in under 2 minutes. But he does not even seem aware that he resisted. You go to throw your arm over the shoulders? Not yet. Let me finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. You'll finish up. I thought you might want another round.
She dances
Dances.
golden stair. You've seen the lady. He's now leaning into you, poking at your chest. Lean the lady fair, who dances on
as he's
golden stair.
Leaning in and poking, Abrash would want to tighten his grip and attempt to move in for a feed.
Okay, which I believe is an attack roll on your part. You'd have to double check your side of things. I don't have those notes in front of me.
Yes.
For the record, I will note that song that's being sung can be heard through y'all's window.
Okay, see, I was about to ask that.
For the crowded room, you can hear that in the alleyway. The room with the girls can't hear it.
No.
Fang bite on your turn immediately after you take the attack action. You can use your bite. That's probably what we're. Dexterity modifier. Okay.
Some vomit spatters on your boots.
That's an 11.
Sir.
I,
He begins to stagger. Not just like this person is heavily intoxicated. Heavily. He's not even cognizant of one, the bottle shattering behind him, and two, the fact that he's been assaulted twice. Begins to say, yes, buddy, we can use another round. Just trying to push you towards the tavern.
no, come this way. I know better tavern. What they sell there is piss. I get you good drink. You're a good friend of mine. Come here. Abrash is gonna attempt to lead him away from the doorway.
Back down the alley.
Yeah.
You can hear Adaman yelling down at you.
He's gonna give Adaman the finger, I guess, and walk underneath the window.
I presume that is our friend Adaman.
Go ahead and try to bite this guy again, I guess.
Yes, as he gets further down the alley, he's going to try and bite him again. Another attack roll.
Roll an advantage. As again, this man is drunk as shit.
You gotta be like operating at what, like plus 300 right now?
Alright, second one's a crit. Advantage is a crit.
Your anger gets the better of you. As he once again had begun his song, and it is cut short. Oh, the man.
I would like to not kill him if possible.
Give me a wisdom save. This is more to try and get your anger in check. Okay.
They're the rolls. There they are.
You sate yourself, and before gently laying the. It is not tasty. To be clear, it is. This man is filth. He is. You are. In fact, I need a con save because of how drunk he is, how much alcohol he's got in his blood.
Yeah. It's like 80,
you are now drunk.
The maiden fair with red fair.
He falls into a blood-drained stupor, and you settle him in the alley.
Arash begins sort of humming to himself, wiping his mouth clean, pulling out a little rag to wipe away at least most of his blood. Then he gets an idea, and he's gonna disguise him into Aldrich's face, and just smear the blood all over his face before heading back into the tavern.
Why?
Maybe it pays not to be a jerk to people.
I have been nothing but reasonable.
Wait, that's coming from a person who just sucked blood out of somebody.
He's alive.
Also, I have multiple witnesses in the room with me right now.
Give me a charisma check to see how well your now inebriated brain processes your spell. So you cast an illusion. You're not sure who you look like. But you make it all the way to your room, seemingly undisturbed.
I'm just gonna push in the door.
You all see this amalgamation of a multitude of people.
Blank. Blank, blank.
Like, he's got Ari's, like, lower face, Aberish's hair. Antarius, he borrowed your ears.
I look to the other people in the room with me. Did we gain a new friend or party member?
Hello, I'm still here. Oh, you mean this?
I point at the amalgamation.
I'm going to need those back. Pointing at
They
the
are
ears.
mine.
They look like mine.
There is a mirror. It's not a great mirror, as the blood gets further and further into your system, and you're only getting worse.
This
Can-
is my blood. You cannot have it.
Can I tell he is pretty much sloshed
Ah.
with a 16 passive insight?
Are you attempting to hide your inebriated state, Aberrash? If so, I need a disadvantaged performance check.
I mean, yes, but not intentionally.
Okay, if not intentionally, then yes, you absolutely can tell he is on some grade A drunk.
Let's get
I
you
told
into...
you I was going out for a drink.
And you
I had the
definitely...
drink.
Yep. Now lay down in the cot.
Is anyone in my cot?
I don't think so.
I am blind at the moment. I cannot tell.
How are you...
The moonshine has kicked in.
I will just take him to my
Aldrich, you
house.
must tell me because I am blind.
We'll take care of that in the morning.
You all owe me 14 gold for the rooms. I paid a lot of money for these rooms.
I am half tempted to just cast the light, right, on my holy symbol and just shine it right into his eye.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
But I will get Havrush in bed.
The red-haired maiden. He was
Go to sleep there, buddy.
He was singing about it.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. Arush's gonna roll over and pass out.
Yeah, that's not going to hurt in the morning. Speaking of, come the morning, hell of a hangover, Aberrash.
Oh.
And a
My...
not great metallic, like it's not a great taste in your mouth. You can still taste piss covered drunk.
I need to wash off. Where is the salt pepper?
As he wakes up, Adamant is just standing next to the bed, staring at him.
Yeah, madman. What is it? What do you want?
Clean yourself up before you go downstairs. He points at all the blood that he smeared all over himself.
Oh. I was attacked by a mugger?
Deception check not required, as they all witnessed it.
But yes, clean yourself up there, buddy.
Okay. Abrash would use his claw, get himself mostly presentable.
Does he look presentable to, me?
I mean, his clothes are a little out of season, but he'll survive. Bright light.
Don't worry about that.
Bright light might be a problem.
And that's not an issue. Alright, let's get to the city, get some rations, and then head on out.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, right, we need D100s.
Yes.
Oh yes, we slept again.
Woo!
Guys!
We got 2.
To a higher level.
Well, okay. So you have to remember whose image here is whose. Antares, I need a D100 from you.
Yes, I got a 54.
54. Okay. Someone's wall of text may have pushed it out of my line of sight.
Ah, sorry. Yeah, the D20 was for me.
Okay. So. Oh boy. And I double check. I believe that should be average. And like in the off chance I accidentally moved y'all to this page, I took y'all's names off of all the pictures on here. It's just numbered, and I don't remember where I put my little cheat sheet to say whose is whose. Because I'm a smart cookie.
I go back to Discord because I sent mine in.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Better yet, we're just gonna wing it because again, I'm pretty sure it's 1 and 4. But if you wanted to resend it, by all means, that would help me not have to scour through a multitude of files. But I'm pretty confident in whose. I want to see if I'm right. Let's see here. So I was right about yours.
Do you want everybody to send theirs?
No,
again?
I just need Avarish's now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'll get on Discord.
Dun dun dun. Hey, I guess y'all's right. It was 1 and 4. Well, 4 and 1, but still. So, this affects all 5 of you. And Ari, best as you can tell, it affects the sisters too. As you settle in and fall asleep for the night, or even for anyone here who doesn't sleep, which I don't think we have any of those hashtag yet, your thoughts are pulled and twisted until they are drawn to a far off structure, itself distorted, a shattered stained glass image of a temple, monastery, tower, palace, all of these possible. The center stairs of which made of this black near obsidian like glass that under which trickles and twists pools of lava, fire, bright orange, and gold. And most notably, halfway up the stairs, seeming in contest with another figure who is at once just slightly larger than she, and then following larger than the structure itself, seeming this looming wraith-like figure, but bearing a majesty to their and presence to their overall posture. And the scene plays and fractures and frays throughout the entirety of your sleep. Abadish and Ari, you did not get a long rest. The guy with a hangover really doesn't get to complain. Fortunately,
I'm glad I picked lesser rest still.
The one piece that solidifies is that the woman is wearing a pinkish sort of sheer dress. And that whatever the figure appears to be garbed in is hues of blues, purples, though still no face has come to this individual.
Just to be clear, because of my Discord cutout, you said the woman is wearing a pink sphere-like dress?
Sheer.
Sheer, okay.
Like there are bits and pieces that are translucent.
Gotcha, thank you.
And Ari, the first thing you hear when you wake up is little Sarah saying, "Did she dance for you too?"
No. Who? Do you see this most nights?
Not until meeting you all.
I'm sorry that we have brought this upon you then.
Sorry. She's very pretty. Who is she?
The figure that we saw in the pink dress, did that person or figure have red hair?
You didn't see a head at all in the fractured image.
Okay. Where is this red-headed person? Where do you see them at?
In a cage. She's very pretty, but she seems so sad.
Where is the cage?
In a building? I don't know. It's dark. But when she dances, it's very bright. Very warm.
Is she created the light?
You can tell she's unsure of how to answer that. At this point, Lilith is beginning to stir.
Is the light coming from the room?
I think so. It's where it ends every time. She smiles. Though
Does she speak?
she just shakes her head.
Does it seem like she is truthfully saying that she doesn't speak?
Passively, you're confident that she's not withholding anything.
Okay. I'll get up and stretch and scratch my morning plans. And assume, I guess I don't know what time it is, but if they're both waking up, I assume it's not that early.
Be about the 7th hour.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you're both up, we can go get some food and see if the others are up yet.
Somber Sarah immediately turns into her normal, delightful self at the mention of food. Are we going to Minxel's? The little boy seemed like it was a really good place.
Sure.
I wonder if they have sweetbreads.
So do I.
So, how beat up are you, Average?
As the sun hits you right in the face.
Well, it depends. Did we not get a? So I rushed to not get a long rest.
Correct, which means you are teetering towards exhaustion.
Right, but is this?
We have had a long rest
Right.
We've had
Since
a long rest post-fight.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I felt worse.
question is, do I feel nice enough to burn a second level spell to get rid of your hangover?
That 7 o'clock sun's hitting that window just right.
Yeah.
Nonsense. You need a little bit of the hair of the dog that bit you.
It was the dog that was doing the biting? Rush is gonna mutter.
Just as a note, Antirius is not in the room.
What's everyone doing?
I suppose headed out to get the breakfast that we were told about.
Okay.
It's funny you should mention that, because Antirius has been outside asking, where might I find Benskal of the Fourth Door?
Todd is like rubbing sleep from his eyes, like, what in the nine hells is this guy going on? It's 4 doors that way. 1, 2, 3, right there. Four doors.
This body needs sustenance. Thank you.
What? First that damn drunk bleeding all over the place. Gonna fight. Okay, yeah. Need your cart?
Yes, we'll get the cart after we get our breakfast.
Okay. I'll just start getting the. Stumbles in to go get your horse. You pretty sure all he heard was yes? But outside of the house referred to as minstrels, there was quite a crowd. The little halfling poke says, "Settle down now, settle down. Like, I can only cook so fast." Jeez. Your parents could have taught you how to make some damn porridge. Ungrateful cuz. Barbara, get out there and sell these people their food. No, halfling woman comes out and starts ladling out bowls. Those of you who are watching, best you can gather, it's like a copper for a bowl of porridge.
Okay, I go up and get 3. And I guess seeing the rest of the crew, we potentially meet up at some point. Because I would have packed our stuff so we're ready to go whenever they're up. I got the 3 of us food.
Sarah excitedly waving to the rest of you.
What do we have here?
Food.
What kind?
Liquidus.
It's a porridge.
Is it at least hot?
It's steaming. It is a steaming thick oatmeal.
Oh yeah, that's gonna... You could shingle a roof with it. Hmm. This is a nice offering.
Anyone
I
partaking might subtract 1 copper from your belongings.
Indeed.
And Abarosh, you were saying?
No, it's just I was saying, assuming that, yeah, that everyone was sort of getting a bowl of porridge and finding a seat somewhere to eat it.
Yeah.
Halfling lady looks at your party as you gather up and begin scarfing down your food. Well, one of you at least looks like you're from the Empire. Whereabouts the rest of you traveling from? Getting too many new faces.
I totally have that figured out.
Weird question. How soggy are these bowls? How sturdy are these bowls?
How sturdy are these bowls? The bowl itself is, like okay wood.
Okay, tempted to gnaw on it, but refraining. Interius will look at this woman and say, "You know, the black spot in your eye through which you see everything your waking life. That is where I hail from."
Do you need more? It's only another copper.
Please, thank you.
Like, that's what she got out of that cryptic saying. It was like, this one's still hungry. She kind of, adamant, she'll give you a hurry look. Like, you ain't have the plague, do you, mister?
Which one?
Well, I guess you got both your legs still, so no leprosy.
Yes, none in my legs.
You folk here in town, you're like weirded out, like, for long?
We'll be leaving today once we finish eating.
Are we being cased, or is this genuine curiosity?
Insight check.
26.
Okay, you're confident that this is genuine curiosity and taking in the lot of strange folk that stand out amongst the crowd.
Self included, absolutely. Okay.
Well, if you be traveling folk, you needing a means of transit? There's a carriage leaves out in about 2 hours.
We do have a cart and horse.
Just the one for the lot of you?
Oh, on that note, do you know where I could procure a riding beast of some sort?
I don't know if he's got any in stock, but Herschel in the South Pasture tends to breed. I don't know if he has any broken at the moment.
Let us hope he does more breeding than breaking. Looking to the rest of the group, Antarius will kind of rest their chin on a bent palm. As much as I wish to travel with you, walking is not,
Yeah.
My feet hurt. Just very plainly, my feet hurt.
Just drops all cryptic, like,
yeah,
no, this shit's for the dogs.
Yeah, it's fine.
I dream of riding pigs the size of pachyderms.
Halfling says, I don't think he sells riding pigs.
Unfortunate.
Before she sidles off to finally go serve other people. Her curiosity's still piqued, but like, maybe leave the dangerous armed people alone. Maybe begun talking about riding pigs.
Hey, I mean, a guy can dream. Man of rags, do you dream of riding pigs? What is it that you dream of?
What do I dream of? I don't think the rest of you are ready for that yet.
Ooh, you would be surprised what I'm ready for.
Probably not.
I hope to prepare you, all of you, for what is to come.
What is it that you think is to come?
A great happening.
I don't think it's going to be that great.
But everything's great when you're with friends.
That is true.
Is this Sarah speaking?
Yes.
What a mood.
It makes for a better story, but doesn't make it great.
Oh, you think I mean great as in enjoyable? No.
The young child now looks very distraught as it went from this great thing to like very much not. Like, wait, does great not mean good?
Not when I say it.
I don't think you're allowed to say it anymore then.
We shall see. Perhaps the dancing woman will come and reveal herself to us all. That would be great. And great. There is much to this.
Do you think they have sweetbreads in the city? Her child mind is taken over again. She was very set on having a sweetbread.
So when Sarah says sweetbread, does she mean like sweetbreads or like a sweet roll?
You're not sure if she knows what she means. She just wants to be sweet.
That's fair.
These two come from a very simple village.
Oh yeah.
All she cares is there's wheat, sugar, maybe more sugar than wheat, and that's like the primary ingredients.
Yum.
Wheat and sugar.
Wheat, sugar, and whatever else it takes to make bread, but mainly the sugar.
The real friends is the bread we made along the way.
Okay, Bob, calm down.
Yeah. Stay away from my bread.
Is this your intent to head into the city? The main city thoroughfare?
I think we need rations.
Yeah.
That's why we came here, was to get more rations. So
Okay.
that we can then move north and take these children back to their simple village.
So neat and orderly you have your
And
plans.
get rid of the worms in us.
Oh, you bear worms. I've seen worms.
And that is where we are fading to black.
Not like these.
Ah.